Today's horoscope from Astrocademy Aquarius May 9, 2022. Take the time to build closer relationships with the members of your family today. Even though you may feel disconnected at times, it's important to do what you can to be involved in their lives. It would be hard for you to feel complete without good relationships with them all. Let them know in your own way that they are special to you and that you feel you're missing out if this is the case. This will really help towards building stronger ties. The survival of a partnership, whether business or romantic, could well depend on some open and honest communication today. Conflicting issues may be festering in your minds and need to be brought into the open in a sensitive and caring way. It's vital to express the affection you feel for your partner and the importance of this partnership to you. The conversation may not be an easy one, but by day's end you'll feel better for it. Reach higher today and challenge yourself to go the extra mile. Take on this attitude in all your actions today, work as well as play. Your lucky nature will pull you through any rough spots that you may encounter. Something may be trying to do battle with you today, but you have the ability to duck away just before any major confrontation takes place. You are better off leaning towards the bizarre and outlandish as opposed to the old and stale. You are not by nature a person to hang on to the status quo, but today new information could come your way which seems radical even to you. Nonetheless, it's likely to bring out your innate sense of adventure, and you might embark on a new phase of financial exploration that opens up more doors for you than you would ever have expected. Modern technology could be involved in some way. Be prepared to embrace a new cycle. You will have to put up with unpleasantness in your private life, being asked repeatedly to take a stance on awkward conflicts. Some decisions may be taken that cause you great pain. Try to see this phase as a chance for inner growth. If you find the right way of doing things, you will be successful. You're noticing all sorts of tiny details that would ordinarily pass you by, and should try to get more and more of them down in a sketchbook or notepad as the day progresses. Don't forget them. Constantly tempted to seek pleasure for yourself, you don't even consider the thought of sharing intimate moments with another. If this is the way you feel, your attitude may satisfy you in the short term, but you notice something is missing, you're disenchanted. Practice self-restraint, reflect on your conduct. You may be especially sensitive to the moods of others, and today they could be a bit testy. It could be hard to get things accomplished with all the yelling and screaming that's going on. This is definitely not an environment conducive to deep thinking. Do your best to stay completely out of the fray and focus on what you need to do. The yelling is likely to subside by the end of the day. Your love of romance will be heightened on this day. If you're sheltering in place someone special, this can be a terrific day to lock yourself away with your love for a close and intimate time together. If you are single, you are sure to feel more motivated to make the first move on someone you have been interested in. Despite social distancing, you can still be remarkably creative about dating. You're sure to enjoy yourself a great deal with this essence happening. This is likely to be a busy day for you. You will feel a bit like a social butterfly as you flit from group to group. Pay special attention to anyone new in your life. It seems like you might meet someone, most likely a man, who will have a tremendous impact on your life. Who do you think it could be? Keep your eyes open. As the sun moves into his final 2 weeks in your work sector today, thanks to an eclipsing new moon last weekend and an alignment with Uranus over the last few days, it is with a new sense of clarity and awareness. Especially when it comes to your perceptions, which may have changed from just this time last week. This has also taken away any urgency, as you get a better sense that you have time to explore your options and that even now, they have all yet to be fully revealed. As Mercury continues to slow down ahead of his retrograde turn in your relationship sector next week, even though the Sun is still 2 weeks away, this is giving him a chance to catch up. Normally here for just 14 to 15 days, Mercury's retrograde turn will keep him here until the solar spotlight shifts onto your relationships later in the month, while at the same time giving you a chance to first get the communication lines open. Our eyes in the sky. These vibes are great for starting new projects and reconnecting with your motivation, so be sure to chip away at any projects you've been meaning to work on. A helpful connection to the nodes of fate can help you see the path ahead, but you'll need to remember and learn from the mistakes of your past. Dreaming big suits you well right now because the universe is conspiring to open doors for you in this cosmic climate. Just remember that you'll need to responsibly follow through on any goals you dream up now, because Aries energy has a reputation for jumping from goal to goal before reaching the finish line. While there is an overall cheeriness to the day, you'll want to be on guard and watch out for short tempers in both you and others because the Leo moon can sometimes erode our threshold for patience. A harsh aspect between Venus and the healing asteroid Chiron may exacerbate this sentiment, especially if you've been slacking on your self-care lately. As the day comes to a close, Luna shares a soft and helpful aspect with structure-loving Saturn. Set aside some time to outline your ambitions so you can break the big picture down into smaller steps. At this time, we have renewed energy to kickstart projects dreamt up while the moon was in imaginative Cancer, but we can also make more work for ourselves by rushing through tasks or running roughshod over people who get in our way. While we can trust our head to steer us in the correct direction, we should aim to be heart-centered in our approach. The next 2 days are an excellent time for starting things, but not for seeing them through if they require extensive planning or patience. This transit presents a conflict between two fundamental human instincts, self-preservation and the reflex to protect those we care about. We believe others must submit to us so we can help them. If they refuse our help, we lose our purpose, so we interpret this as defiance, an insult, or a threat. If someone does permit us to assist them, we will make sure they don't forget it. Reminders of how giving and generous we are subtly imply that we are owed a debt of gratitude, which inevitably breeds resentment, making the other party wish they hadn't asked in the first place. We should monitor our actions closely today. Self-reflection is the only way to determine whether we are out of line or overstepping another's boundaries.